Your Local 2 Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist John Mayer.
Welcome back, everyone. We are continuing to track those storms out there right now. This morning, we're seeing a lot of activity across much of West Texas, but thankfully nothing quite as strong as what they're dealing with just off to our northeast, out around Dallas, Fort Worth, towards Oklahoma City. That's where we're seeing some of those stronger storms developing for us. They made their way through overnight last night, and they're continuing to churn this morning. But as far as we go, really just scattered thunderstorms out there, really some light rain that we're watching into the Trans-Pecos, and slowly making its way into the basin. Got a good chance to see some of those showers and storms here in the Tall City within the next couple of hours. We could see some of that activity. Now down to the south, we're looking at those storms setting up along I-10. They're going to continue to make their way towards the east, and well, we've still got some storms there as well. Down around Iran, we're looking at a little bit of activity towards Big Lake. Again, nothing that's very widespread, no heavy rainfall developing, but still it's something out there, and it's a big change over what we've seen recently, which is a whole lot of nothing. So early on, dealing with those storms, something to keep in mind. Could make for some wet roads during the morning commute. Got some of those showers and storms heading towards Kermit and Monahans. It's really these couple of little cells that we'll look at moving towards Odessa, Midland within the next few hours. Also have that activity in southeastern New Mexico heading towards Hobbs right now. Now, as far as our severe weather chances, well, we could see some of that developing for us. The real bullseye of activity going to be off to our east, though, centered around San Angelo. That's where we'll see the worst of it, but we do still have a chance to have some of that severe weather. Looking at a slight chance in the eastern basin, marginal chance into Odessa, Midland towards Big Spring. I don't think we're going to see any widespread severe storms, but we could see a couple of those cells developing into some stronger activity, hail, damaging winds. That could be in the forecast a little bit later on today, this evening, overnight, tonight. Our hour-by-hour forecast really not picking up on too much for today, but tomorrow is when we see the widespread activity. Really, Wednesday, our best chance to see a whole lot of rainfall move through, and that's what we could be looking at in our forecast Wednesday through the morning, afternoon, even into the evening. A whole lot of rain coming our way over the next couple of days, with tomorrow giving us our best chances. As long as that stationary front stays in place across much of the basin, that's going to continue to give us our chance for some of that weather out there, seeing some more of those thunderstorms developing. Now, as far as what we're looking at temperature-wise, it's a pretty warm start to the day out there. We're in the 60s and 70s. A lot of that is thanks to all the heat that we saw yesterday. It's still settling in for us, but by this afternoon, nowhere near as warm. Instead of those mid-90s, we'll be looking at lower 80s by this afternoon, and then tomorrow dropping all the way down into the 60s. More rain in the forecast before we heat back up by the weekend. Saturday topping out at 90 degrees.